How's it going, fellow Detroit Red Wings fans? Today we are going to talk about another top prospect for the NHL 2022 draft in Matthew Savoie. Now, like Shane Wright, who we have talked about before on the channel, and you can check out the video for him too, he applied for exceptional status to be able to play in the junior leagues a year sooner than his peers. Now, of course, Savoie didn't end up receiving exceptional status, and Shane Wright did, but this just shows the quality of prospect we are talking about for him to even be considered for exceptional status and to possibly join a club very few have joined. So about Savoie, he is a 5'10", 181-pound Canadian center who normally plays in the WHL with the Winnipeg Ice. However, due to the WHL having a delayed season, he moved over to the AJHL, where he recorded 6 points in 4 games played, and then he went over to the USHL, where he for the most part dominated, especially for a non-draft eligible player. He recorded 21 goals, 17 assists for 38 points in 34 games played. Good enough for 4th on the team in points, but he did play significantly less games than the players who did better than him, and led the team in points per game. In terms of the league, he did lead the league in points for U17 players, but was 3rd in the league for points per game for U17 players. As of right now, it looks as Savoie will be returning to the WHL to play with the Winnipeg Ice this upcoming season, and should hopefully be ready to put up dominating numbers heading into the draft. In terms of skill, Savoie owns an impressive offensive skill set. The kid can move the puck around phenomenally. His good edge work, impressive skating, speed allows him to gain separation on defenders, and has the quick hands to make moves in tight to get himself and the puck in the right position to disguise the shot, but to also wire home a wrister or to make a nice tape-to-tape pass to the open man. The only thing that worries me, especially because he is labeled as a center, we couldn't find much information about his defensive skill set. Of course, the main appeal to Savoie is his offensive instincts, but as a center, Yzerman, and I'm sure most people, would want a defensively responsible player lining up in the middle. As to what other people are saying about him, this is from Nick Richard at DauberProspects.com. He says, a dynamic offensive weapon that can beat defenders in a variety of ways. Elite raw skill that should make him an impact player at the NHL level. Ben Kerr from LastWordOnSports.com said Savoie is a pure sniper. He has an outstanding wrist shot. It has a lot of power, great accuracy, and he gets it off with a quick and deceptive release. Savoie is particularly dangerous when he comes in on a rush off the wing. He also has a very good snapshot. With his hands, he can quickly toe drag before shooting the puck, fooling goalies. Savoie also has a really good one-timer and backhand. And this next one is coming from Jeff Middleton on thehockeywriters.com, talking about how the Red Wings could benefit from rebuilding one more year because of the players in the 2022 NHL draft, where he said, another good option is Matthew Savoie, whose explosive speed and powerful shot has placed him as a top 3 prospect in this class. He played with the Dubuque Fighting Saints in the United States Hockey League, the USHL, in 2020-21 season. He scored 38 points in 34 games, including 21 goals. His play on the power play is almost surgical, and it's another reason he's ranked high among his peers. Some have him ranked higher than Lambert. Although Lambert may be more technically sound in his skating, the power that Savoie generates with push and the speed he picks up when his legs are churning is scarce in a skater, and sometimes that separates him from the pack. Once again, these prospect reports all focus on the same skills: speed, agility, stick handling, shot, and high hockey IQ, which are all qualities you would want in a top offensive prospect. So who does Savoie compare to? The best player I can think of would be the abilities of William Uckland or Lucas Raymond with the shot of Dylan Guenther. Do I think the Red Wings should go after him? Well, as of right now, I think the main goal for the Red Wings will be trying to find an elite all-star center. But if they don't think any prospects remaining, depending on where they pick, Savoie wouldn't be a bad pickup. Every team needs to score goals, and lots of them. Not to mention he is the center, but I don't feel like he's a top center on an Yzerman team unless he improves his defensive game as well. What do you think? Do you think the Red Wings are going to go after Savoie? Is there another prospect the Red Wings should go after? Let us know down below. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like. That way we make more content that you like. And lastly, don't be afraid to subscribe. That way you get notified when we upload a video. And until next time, Lights on the red light district.